What's going on, Solid Steppers? This is Miss Ward coming to you from not so sunny South Florida this morning, well, this afternoon. I'm going to a call down in Coral Gables, and I was thinking to myself, I always think about things and I always want to share them with people because I never want people to question their abilities. My driver is still handling some personal issues, so I'm out on the road by myself today. And, a lot of us run our businesses and it's only us. And I want to talk about that. Because when everything is on your shoulders and it's really just you, like the dollar and the dime and the money and the making the money stops with you, that's a whole different level of pressure. And so I want to give kudos to everybody that does that. The other thing, though, is I want you to be clear about this appliance repair situation. It's not easy. And I keep stressing that because a lot of people out here make it look like you put A before B before C and then everything's going to fall in line, and that's not the case. Like, for instance, the job I'm going to now is a Fisher Paykel job. It's dynamic cooking systems. A lot of people are not comfortable with it because it's propane. And I find myself doing more gas and propane jobs in South Florida because there are a lot of techs that just will not work on them out of fear. Which I understand and respect that. I just reached out to my group about the Miele coffee makers. I'm getting a rash of coffee maker calls, which means there's huge opportunity in repairing them. But the training and the support is not readily available. Let me just put it that way. Not going to say it's non-existent because everything is available. You just have to find it. So I reached out to David up in Long Island, reached out to, my Brandon, my TMM group, because Miss Ward is never afraid to ask for help, and I'm always humble enough to accept it. But I'm saying all this to say that anytime you go into a job and you're not scared, intimidated, or, then you done got too damn comfortable. Like me going to deal with this dynamic cooking systems, I actually procrastinated for a couple of hours. That's how much I didn't want to deal with it, because it's a little more complicated. It's not just a burner situation. They actually have leaking gas and ruptured lines. And I'm going to deal with it because somebody got to do it. So I'm going to handle it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm comfortable about it. But at the end of the day, whatever we fear, once we face it, it's not as scary. So I want to have that conversation because a lot of times we go and we do diagnostics and we're not comfortable and we're, like me, I got frustrated last night. I was went to stop by, a customer called me on my way from Tequesta that lives in Royal Palm Beach, and I had to go check out her LG, making a noise from the back. So I get there, and the noise seemed like it's coming from the condenser fan motor, but guess what? It wasn't. It was actually coming from the evaporator fan. And so my thought process was, this is a great opportunity for me to work on my LG skill set. And, let me pull out the manual, so I downloaded everything I needed. I had the manual in front of me. And I'll go to the PCB diagram. And on the diagram it's saying one thing, but the refrigerator is saying something else. And I'm getting frustrated as hell because what I'm looking for is I want a pen test, even though it's probably going to come out without a problem. But I'm practicing the craft so that if I do run into a problem where I got to diagnose a fresh food fan or freezer fan, as they call it in LG, not functioning, I am accustomed to it. So I got frustrated because it didn't match. Even though the picture made sense, but the actual core English, as Mr. Scott Brown likes to say from appliantology, doesn't make sense. And it frustrated me because in my center of my soul, I knew that picture-wise, I could match it up and I would be hitting it dead on. But because the words didn't match, I was frustrated because I didn't want to make a mistake. I'm over cautious because I want to diagnose things properly. Now, the whole other reason I want to do is I want to be able to disconnect that fan from the board, that power from the board, and get the fan to cut off so I can see the noise cease. But at the end of the day, as an automotive tech, I thought, okay, the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to grab a telescope, a stethoscope. And in automotive, we use stethoscopes to listen for noises and bearing noises and things like that on cars. Well, it's going to be a great application for me in dealing with refrigerators, because at the end of the day, the quicker I can hone in on where the source of the noise is coming from, the quicker I can diagnose. Now, that's me bringing my skill set from automotive into appliance repair, but at the same time, I got frustrated. And y'all got to realize you always going to get frustrated no matter how long you do it, because in your brain, A plus B equals C, but it's not adding up, particularly those of us who believe in discipline and structure. See, I can follow the rules as long as I got a rule book and a structure, but time you deviate, then I'm going ballistic, because I've studied, I've practiced, and then I get here and then I got the damn setup. And I need y'all to understand, in appliance repair, that's the thing that's so challenging about it, but it's also the thing that's that would make you quit. You know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to know that everybody still gets nervous. And if your ass don't, and if you know everything, then you might need to find another profession. But I wanted to talk that because I don't think people realize that we all go through this. Here it is, it's raining, I want to go home and get in my bed. I do not want to do this. I got two more jobs to do today. I don't feel like it. But you know what? That's the difference between winners and losers. Winners do what losers are not willing to do. So when I finish this video, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my motivational stuff. I'm going to pull up some manuals and some Audible books from audible.com and get my head in the game. But we all wake up sometime and don't feel it. Especially me, because I rarely ever have taken a day off. And my biggest thing is I want to have balance, but I also don't want to miss the boat. So it's a delicate balance. These are the frustrations that everybody has. So, I'm going to be reaching out to some people in my ABC group who are doing well in areas that I haven't tapped into, because I need to get a blueprint from them on how to do that and how to go about it properly. Because right now I'm at a place in my business where I'm all about filling in the gaps. I want to fill in the gaps. I want to make sure that I have every spot taken care of, everything filled in, and no issues. One reason why I focus on Highline, like I just got a call about a Leica range hood, because nobody else works on it here. So they're sending me the tech manual. The customer says it's making noise. Generally, the only reason that range hoods make noise is blower wheels and damn motors. I mean, where else is that? But at the end of the day, it's an opportunity for me to put myself and my company on the map as being the leading servicer for this product and every other product they make. But at the end of the day, excuse me, y'all. Trying to wake up and get at it, and I should be woke. It's down 12:33 p.m. But I was able to handle a lot of administrative duties, set my schedule for next week, have some one-on-one with my customers. The car divisions I actually really like, and the part that I shine at. But I wanted to really have that conversation, because I think a lot of times we beat ourselves up about double diagnosing, re-diagnosing, not comfortable with the diagnosis. And the thing that has really, 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 really gotten me is the fact that if I'm not sure about a diagnosis, I'm always very careful about how I charge the customer, if I charge the customer at all. Like I got one customer right now that I'm tight with, and they got a Miele coffee maker, Miele. And I'm probably gonna fix hers for free. And the reason I'm gonna fix hers for free, because she don't know I'm getting ready to learn and get up to speed on her appliance. And it's gonna help me make money on these other ones. Now, a lot of people don't think like that, but I do. I'm always straight up, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to buy a damn Miele. I might need to go to Craigslist and see if I can find a used one, because I'm telling you, the demand is getting so big, so so heavy here for those coffee maker repairs, those built-in coffee makers. I had no idea. But I get them every day. I get 2-3 calls a day for that one appliance. So whenever you see opportunity coming, like I tell everybody, get ready. So I want to shout out to my boy that sent me the information about blenders in Florida. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And that's another thing I want to talk about is how as a team we kind of try to work together here in Florida. You know, there are a key group of us that we need backup or need some help or we're into a job over our head. We reach out to each other, you know. And I think that's something that we should all be doing. Because like I said, name of the game is to win. You know, and you want to win with as few casualties as possible. At least I know I do. But I wanted to make sure I sent that out to you guys because number one, don't beat yourself up because you don't know the answer right away. I mean, because of my background, I could have easily walked up to that doggone refrigerator, heard that noise coming from the back and been like, oh yeah, that's the condenser, sold and moved on, and then would have been wrong as hell. It ain't like it ain't happened before. I own that. And this is why I'm trying to really slow down, get my diagnostic game exactly where I need it to be, and make sure I take the extra steps to be clear, you know, because on this one it ended up being the evaporator fan, but with the client, I sold everything. I sold the entire evaporator cover and assembly because both fans are there, the ice fan and that fan. Because I'm not trying to have to go back, man. I can't do it. I cannot do a recall. Y'all don't understand how much I hate that word. Recall, comeback, it's all the same to me. But with that said, who would stop yawning in y'all ear? And I swear I went to bed on time last night and got some sleep. It's that damn sleep deprivation catching up. And I get my game on because I'm going to Miami and they damn so dry like they in another country. But with that said, y'all, for real though, thank you for your support, Solid Steppers, and any thoughts I have and anything I kind of experience, I always want to share because this is the real. Be blessed, stay focused, and keep stepping. And if anything I have said has helped you in any way, please share, like, and subscribe. Share it with somebody else. Help they come up. Thank you, and enjoy your day.